Today we are at Eaton Canyon. It's a gorgeous park near Altadena and Pasadena. It's not too far from the Arboretum. I'm going to take you along the hike and see the different sites. It's kind of dry because California is in a drought, but if you're looking for a moderate to easy hike, this is one you can do that has both open air and shaded areas as well as rocks and nature. It's a good hike to take kids, families, and pets. Here's at the very beginning of the trail where you would start this hike for Eaton Canyon. There are two paths that you can take that comes to this point. You might see some people in the distance, and that's where the hike really starts. So on this trail, as you can see, it's good for kids and hikes, but you also have the different rules. Now, you can't take anything away from this hike, including tadpoles, and that's important to note because a lot of people want to take home the lizards. But it is a trail that you can go hiking on, horseback riding. You definitely have to watch for some of the wildlife and make sure your dogs are curbed. So this part of Eaton Canyon, you have a choice. You can go towards Coyote Canyon, where yes, there are coyotes in this area and rattlesnakes in the brush, so you have to be careful. Or you go down this path. This path is one that will take you towards the waterfall, and as we get closer, I'll guide you towards the path to take because it can be confusing if you haven't been here before. But remember to look towards this sign up here that'll point you towards Eaton Canyon. So at this cross station, you can see Walnut Canyon on your right, and then you will see this sign over here, which tells you that you're leaving Eaton Canyon and heading into the Angeles National Forest. It'll also tell you the areas that are closed, but if you look for the sign, the path is directly right here. I don't know if you can see this guy here. It's a little lizard that's standing right there. It's part of the wildlife that exists here in the canyon that you can check out, and they're pretty fun animals to see. Now, you can't take them home. Rangers and other people here will be watching, but they add to some of the wildlife that you'll find here in Eaton. When you get to this point in the walk, you'll see two paths, one to the right and one to the left. Now, there's a brown sign. If you want to go to the waterfall, you're going to go to the left and take this side here. It'll lead you to some rocks and a shaded area that you can continue your hike on, just like this. So here is the first little trickle of the waterfall that you can see. It used to be completely filled, but since there's been a drought, the water's kind of dried up a little bit. But still, there's something if you need some relief. And if you get closer, you can see some frogs underneath the rocks, which is a pretty cool sight. This is the part of the hike that people consider a little bit more moderate because you've got to cross stones here to get across. It's easy, but you got to pay attention so you don't fall into the little water that's left. But this is part of the hike. If you see this, you're coming to the right direction, and the way you want to go is up and over these rocks. This is part of the hike that can get kind of challenging. You're going up rocks, and it's a little harder to climb up if you're not really sure how to scale the rocks, but it is a moderate hike. It really is not that bad. And once you do it, you get some pretty views, a little bit of fall in California, and it's a pretty awesome, easy hike. This is the second rock group that you will be climbing on this hike, and this is where you can see it can get a little treacherous. I recognize the irony of me shooting this while walking and saying it's treacherous. But look for this rock here. That'll be your sign for when you're climbing on up through the rocks. Just remember to get some good shoes that have traction and continue on this way to get to the waterfall. We made it to the waterfall. As you can hear, there's some sound here, but take a look. Even though we're in a drought, we're still able to see some of the waterfall, which is exciting. I'm standing in the water. It's freezing. Don't mistake that. Don't make a mistake. It's freezing water, but it feels good after a long hike to be able to finally be here. And as you can see behind me, mermaids showed up today. It's a hike for everyone. It really is. Whether it's mermaids, whether it is a cute little dog, it's all here for you. So come to Eaton Canyon, bring a snack, bring a picnic, and come enjoy the waterfall.